Dear learners, welcome to today's session of Learning German. In this session, we are going to learn about German articles, that is der, die and das, masculine, feminine and neutral cases, definite and indefinite articles, both. Let's quickly see what we have done in the previous sessions. So, we started with greeting words in German, Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Guten Abend, Gute Nacht. This was followed by introduction in German, wherein we give simple information about ourselves. So, mein Name ist Prashali, ich komme aus Berlin, ich wohne in Frankfurt, ich lerne Deutsch, ich bin Lehrerin von Beruf. You can add some more information here if needed. Then rest we did W-Fragen, that is questions starting with wie, where, was, warum, woher and so on. The next topic that we did was sentence formation and everyday German vocabulary. Dear friends, now you know that when we are framing sentences in German, we always place verb at the second position. For example, ich bin Prashali. Where is the verb here? Second position, that is bin. Ich komme aus Berlin. The verb here is komme and it is again at the second position. All the sentences will find verbs at the second position. This was followed by months, weekdays and seasons in German. And in the previous session, we learned about personal pronouns, that is making use of er, sie, wir, ihr, etc. while writing text in German. In today's session, we are going to learn about articles and different cases. So, dear friends, we divide articles into two categories, that is definite article, bestimmter Artikel and indefinite article, unbestimmter Artikel. So, for definite articles, we have masculine der, feminine die, neutral das, plural die. Dear friends, if you remember in the previous session, I told you that all the German nouns, they carry an article. So, either it will be a masculine article der, feminine die, plural die, and all the nouns also have a plural form. The plural form is indicated with die. Therefore, masculine der, feminine die, neutral das and plural form die. Let us see the indefinite articles now. Masculine ein. For example, ich habe ein Buch, I have a book. Feminine eine, ich habe eine Schwester, I have a sister. Neutral ein. Indefinite article for case of neutral is ein. Dear friends, no indefinite article is used for plural case. So, do keep this thing in mind. Let us see some of the words that we have done so far. So, der Name, for example, wie ist Ihr Name? What's your name? And how do we reply to that? Mein Name ist Prashali. Then das Buch, die Mutter, der Vater, der Unterricht, das Handy, der Freund, die Hausaufgabe, der Student, die Studentin, die Sprache. This is some of the vocabulary that we have done in the previous sessions. We will be discussing it in detail in the coming slides. So, let us go ahead. Let us have a look at some of the common masculine nouns that we used in our classes. So, here are some of the words. Der Name. Every noun has its plural form as well. So, what is the plural form of der Name? It is die Namen. Let us see the next word. Der Student. Der Student refers to a boy student and the plural of this is die Studentin. Next word, der Freund. Der Freund refers to a friend and the plural form is die Freunde. Supposingly, I want to say that I have many friends, I will say ich habe viele Freunde. Let us see the next word, der Tisch. Dear friends, Tisch means table. So, der Tisch singular, die Tische plural, der Mann man and the plural is die Männer. Supposingly, I wish to say that there are many gentlemen here, I will say es gibt hier viele Männer. There are many gentlemen here. Let us see the next word, der Lehrer. Der Lehrer means teacher and the plural is, no, it's not a mistake. That's how we say teacher in plural in German. So, it's actually the same, der Lehrer, and the plural form is also die Lehrer. Dear friends, if you are thinking how will we identify and differentiate whether it's the singular form der Lehrer or the plural form die Lehrer. If you remember, it's always reference to context based. When you read the sentence carefully, you will get to know whether we are talking about a singular thing or it's a plural case. So, all you need to do is read the thing very carefully and you know which form we are talking about. Let's see some more words. Der Vater, die Vetter. Der Vater means father. Der Rock, skirt, die Röcke, that is skirts. Der Computer, again the plural form of computer is same as the singular one. So, it is die Computer. Der Stuhl, that is chair, the plural form is die Stühle. Es gibt hier viele Stühle. There are a lot of chairs here. Der Anfang, beginning. Die Anfänger, plural form. Der Teller, plate. Es gibt hier einen Teller. There is a plate here. And accordingly, we have the plural form for plates, die Teller. Then der Bauer. Der Bauer means farmer, and the plural form of der Bauer is die Bauern. You can see an N added to the plural form. Dear friends, the nouns and articles, they serve the purpose of knowing a vast vocabulary so that we are able to understand when we read different kinds of texts in German, and also we have sufficient word vocab with us to be able to express ourselves when it comes to writing in German. Therefore, it's important that we know the nouns and their respective articles, and all we need to do is learn them once, and trust me, it stays there forever with you. Let's have a look at some feminine nouns now. So, to begin with, die Sprache. For example, many times when people are asked why they are learning German or any other language, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, French, Hindi, they would say that it's a beautiful language. So, supposingly you want to say the German is a beautiful language, you can say Deutsch ist eine schöne Sprache. Can you see the article here? Die Sprache. And what is the indefinite article used for feminine nouns? You are right, it is eine. So, Deutsch ist eine schöne Sprache. German is a beautiful language. Likewise, if you wish to say Hindi is a beautiful language, you can say Hindi ist eine schöne Sprache. So, Hindi ist eine schöne Sprache. Hindi is a beautiful language, and likewise you can say it for any other language you want to. So, die Sprache, singular form, and the plural form for the same is die Sprachen, that is languages. Let's see the next word, die Tasche. Dear friends, Tasche means bag. Supposingly, I want to say I have a bag, I will say ich habe eine Tasche. Accordingly, the plural form for die Tasche is die Taschen. So, die Tasche, one singular form, bag, die Taschen, bags. Let's go ahead. Die Studentin. Remember what is the word used for girl student in German? Yes, it's die Studentin, and accordingly the plural form is die Studentinnen. Let's see the next word, die Frau. Die Frau in German means women, and the plural form is die Frauen. So, die Frau singular, that is one lady, and die Frauen, many ladies, many women. Next word, die Aufgabe. Die Aufgabe means assignment, work, task. Accordingly, you can describe the word. So, die Aufgabe, work, die Aufgaben, many work, more than one task. So, the plural form of Aufgabe. Die Aufgabe, singular, one task, one work. Die Aufgaben, plural, more than one assignment. Let's see the next word, die Mutter. Die Mutter means mother, and the plural form for the same is die Mutter. Here the plural form is being made with adding the umlaut here, u umlaut. So, die Mutter, mother, singular, die Mutter, mothers, that is plural form. Let's go ahead. D. Methoder. Dear friends, methoder is a word very similar to the word that we have in English, that is method. So, the methoder means method and the plural form is die Methoden. Next word, die Gruppe, die Gruppen, group. Die Zeitung, newspaper, singular. Die Zeitungen, newspapers, plural. Die Person, person. I want to say that he is an interesting person. I'll say, ist eine interessante Person. Similarly, die Personen, the plural form for the same. Next word, family. Family means family. You remember a sentence that we did in the introduction related to family, and it was, es gibt 4 Mitglieder in meiner Familie. That means there are 4 members in my family, or supposingly you want to say there are 3 members, es gibt 3 Mitglieder in meiner Familie. There are 3 members in my family. Similarly, die Familie singular, die Familien plural. Dear friends, I am sure you will agree with this thing that there are some words which are hardly used in the plural form. So, there although the plural form exists, we really do not get to use it much. So, do not get confused with a certain word not being used in the plural form and then you see its plural form version. It is just there, but then it does not really mean that we have to forcefully make use of it. There are some words, some vocabulary which are used only in the singular form and some words which will find its usage more in the plural form. So, we must keep that in mind. Let us see the next word, die Grammatik. For language learners, this is a very important aspect. Most of the learners, they find it difficult to grasp the grammar properly, and that is what they say or consider as the most difficult part of any language learning process. But yes, we all know that grammar is the foundation base of any language learning that we are undertaking. So, it is important to understand and being able to master it, being able to have expertise in that, because it is really important while learning any new language. So, die Grammatik and then die Grammatiken. Die Maschine means, as you can see, that it is a word similar to the English word. The plural form is die Maschinen. Next word, die Fähigkeit. Fähigkeit means ability. It could be related to some specific talent or other thing. So, die Fähigkeit, ability, and its plural form, die Fähigkeiten, that is abilities. Neutral nouns now. So, the first word that we have here is handy. Remember what is that? It is something that we really need in today's time, that is mobile phones. So, das Handy, singular, mobile phone. Die Handys, plural form, mobile phones. Das Kind, a child. Die Kinder, children. For example, we want to say that Maria has 4 children. So, we can say Maria hat 4 Kinder. Kinder is plural form. So, Maria hat 4 Kinder. Maria has 4 children. Supposingly, we want to say Maria has 1 child, we will say Maria hat ein Kind. So, please see the different usage with reference to singular and plural form. Maria hat ein Kind, Maria has a child, that means Maria has 1 child, and Maria hat 4 Kinder, that means Maria has 4 children. Let us see ahead. Das Buch. Das Buch means a book. Die Bücher, it means books, many books, more than 1 book. Das Jahr, year. Die Jahre, years. Like I want to say I am learning German since last 3 years, I will say ich lerne Deutsch seit 3 Jahren. Ich lerne Deutsch seit 3 Jahren. I am learning German since 3 years. Next word, das Bild. Das Bild means picture, photo, and the plural form is die Bilder. So, singular form das Bild, plural form die Bilder. Next word, das Mädchen. Das Mädchen refers to a young girl and the plural form is again die Mädchen. Please remember, for some words the plural form is same as the singular word. So, You can identify it on the basis of the article, that is thus or the, and also with reference to context based. So, do remember that. Next word, das Heft. Das Heft means diary, and die Hefte, the plural form. Das Fenster, window. Die Fenster, plural form of window. Das Licht, light. Accordingly, the plural form, die Lichter. Das Geschenk, die Geschenke. Geschenk means gift, and the plural form, gifts, die Geschenke. Next word, das Gedicht. Gedicht means poem, and the plural form is die Gedichte, poems. Das Gedicht, singular, poem. Die Gedichte, plural, poem. Das Gebäude, building. Die Gebäude, buildings. Das Auto, car. I want to say I have a new car. I'll say ich habe ein neues Auto. Die Autos, many cars. So, das Auto, singular, a car. Die Autos, plural, cars. Dear friends, let's see some examples now and see how are these articles used in the sentences. So, let's read the first sentence that we have here. Ich sehe dort eine Frau. What is the article used in this sentence? Can you identify? Yes, it is eine, and it is being used for which noun here? Die Frau. So, the noun used in this first sentence is die Frau, that means women, and we are saying that I see a lady there. So, indefinite article is being used, and the indefinite article for feminine case die is eine. Therefore, we see the sentence, ich sehe dort eine Frau. Eine, indefinite article for feminine case, and which feminine noun we are talking about? Die Frau. So, eine Frau is the indefinite article usage of the noun die Frau. So, the sentence becomes, ich sehe dort eine Frau. I see there a lady, or I see a lady there. Let's see the next word. Maria liest der berühmte Roman Das Schloss. Here, the article being used is der, that is the definite article for Roman. Dear friends, Roman means novel in German. So, Maria reads the famous novel, and what is the novel here? Das Schloss. Dear learners, Das Schloss, that is the castle, it's a famous novel by a celebrated author Franz Kafka. All those who likes getting into literature and likes reading can definitely get more information on that. Franz Kafka's Das Schloss, the castle, is a very famous novel. It actually gives a lot of information about life and the philosophical dwelling around it. So, Maria liest der berühmte Roman Das Schloss. Maria reads the famous novel Das Schloss. The article used here is der, and it is the definite article for Roman. Therefore, the sentence becomes Maria liest der berühmte Roman Das Schloss. Dear friends, Das Schloss is the name of the novel here, and therefore, to be able to identify it and don't get confused with that, it has been written here in the capital form. So, Maria liest der berühmte Roman Das Schloss. Maria reads the famous novel, and then the name of the novel is there, Das Schloss. Let's see the next sentence here. Ich habe ein Problem. What is the noun being used in this sentence? Problem, and the article for that is das. Das Problem, that means problem. So, the indefinite article for neutral case is ein, and that's how we see the usage in this particular sentence. So, ich habe ein Problem simply means I have a problem. So, ein, indefinite article for neutral noun das Problem, therefore ein Problem. Ich habe ein Problem, I have a problem. Let's see the next sentence now. Es gibt hier 24 Studentinnen. Dear friends, for plural cases, no indefinite article is used. So, in this particular sentence, we are saying that there are 24 girl students hier. So, es gibt hier 24 Studentinnen. There are 24 girl students here. Let's see the next sentence now. Es gibt dort ein kleines Fenster. What does Fenster mean? It's a window. And the article for Fenster is das window. Das is the definite article and the indefinite article for das Fenster will be ein. So, es gibt dort ein kleines Fenster. There is a small window there, or there is a small window. Es gibt dort ein kleines Fenster. The indefinite article being used here is ein and it is attached to the word, or let us say the noun, das Fenster. Therefore, es gibt dort ein kleines Fenster. There is a small window there. Okay people, so let's see the next sentence now. Ich habe ein Buch. The noun used here is das Buch and we know the indefinite article for neutral case is ein. Therefore, we use the article here ein. The sentence becomes Ich habe ein Buch. I have a book. The next sentence that we have, Ich habe eine Tasche. The noun used here is die Tasche, that means bag. We know the indefinite article for feminine case is eine. Therefore, we use it in the sentence like Ich habe eine Tasche. I have a bag. Because in the previous sentence, the noun used is das, so therefore, the indefinite article is ein. Please recall the table. Definite articles, masculine der, indefinite article for the same ein, definite article feminine die, indefinite article for the same eine, neutral article das, indefinite article for the same ein. Similarly, in this context, ich habe ein Buch, ein because that's the indefinite article for the neutral noun das Buch. Ich habe eine Tasche, eine because that is the indefinite article for the feminine noun die Tasche. Meaning wise, the sentence means same. The second last sentence, ich habe ein Buch means I have a book. Ich habe ein Buch, I have a book. The indefinite article here is ein. The last sentence, ich habe eine Tasche, I have a bag. Ich habe eine Tasche, I have a bag. The indefinite article used here is eine. Meaning wise, sentences mean I have a book, ich habe ein Buch, and the last sentence, ich habe eine Tasche, I have a bag. So, that's how you can see the different usage of indefinite articles. Dear friends, this is all for today's session. In this session, we have seen the use of definite articles, masculine der, feminine die, neutral das. Indefinite articles, masculine ein, feminine eine, neutral ein. Well, the usage of definite and indefinite articles will get more clear when we do sessions ahead and get more into the grammar, reading and writing part. But till then, please don't forget to learn the nouns and their respective articles. It's really important to know the nouns and their articles. Otherwise, we won't be able to use them while writing. So, this is where we are going to end this session. In our next session, we are going to discuss verb conjugation for regular verbs, and we also have verb conjugation for irregular verbs, but that will be followed in the later sessions. So, for next session, please come ready to learn German verb conjugations for regular verbs. So, dear friends, this is all for today. Das ist alles für heute. Jetzt machen wir Schluss. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Auf Wiedersehen.